Humanity needs a new scientific revolution, and we need it now. The world is not a machine, not a clockwork, not a computer. It is not even like a machine, like a clockwork, like a computer. Nowhere near, and yet we treat it so. We strive to predict and control in a world that cannot be predicted or controlled. In trying, we delude ourselves. We lose our grip on reality. No doubt, the first scientific revolution has served us well. It ushered in the modern world with all its benefits and comforts. We almost believe that we live in the best of times. Yet, humanity finds itself on a precipice, on the brink of global disaster. Numerous emergencies are coalescing into an emerging meta-crisis. We have reached a Kairos, a critical turning point, a moment of opportunity. It is time to acknowledge the role of modern science in all of this. The worldview it has brought with it is at the root of all our trouble. Science has made us believe that the world is a machine. We cannot turn back the clock. Move forward we must. The new revolution will not undo or replace modern science. We always embrace anticipation, never reaction. We shall build a new science for a world that is not a machine. A science built on true complexity, a wiser science that knows its limits, a science more rigorous than the modern one, free of woo and mysticism. We are not against modern science. We aim to mend and extend it, to yield more trustworthy knowledge. The world needs more of this, not less. The world needs science aligned with wisdom. The world needs science that applies. To be wise is to know how to apply science. Our aim is to cure the worst of all diseases, the disease most likely to kill us all. We apply science to relieve our lack of wisdom. Wisdom is to have a grip, to understand our situation. We know more about a lot of things than ever before, yet in so many ways we understand less. The worst fool does not simply lack knowledge. To be foolish means to have no wisdom. The worst fool is unaware of their own ignorance. Our aim is to cure modern science of its foolishness. Modern science has lost its grip on reality by forgetting its own limitations. It is most probably true that we will never know the world. Absolute and complete knowledge is a grotesque ideal, pure hubris, sheer foolishness for limited beings like us. The world vastly exceeds our grasp. It is and always will be deepest mystery, its secrets inexhaustible. Yet we refuse to simply acknowledge this fact. We will acknowledge it, for hubris is our enemy, and we are no fools, but we will also move on with humility and against all odds. Humble we may be, but we are not modest. Aware of our boundaries, we push against them. We will never stop, never give up. Our aim is no less than to attain the unattainable, 6 impossible things before breakfast, and then some. We delight in the fact that we can never have what we want. The aim is not to win, but to keep on playing. This is what attracts us, what drives us, endless play. We do not accept rules, we make and remake them. Our aim is not to resolve paradox, but to use it. Let's embrace the absurd. That is what life is. Our epitaphs shall read, at least they tried. We will chase windmills still, when chivalry is dead. The age of modernity, the age of machines, is coming to a rapid end. As we move beyond our momentary blip of fossil-fueled abundance, we will have to realize we are not in control. Kairos is a moment of suffering and anxiety, of losing our footing. Yet Kairos is also an opportunity. Things are unhinged, in flux. At no other time in history do individual actions matter more. Many of us are still in denial, but the end of modernity is happening now. Our civilization is in a state of decay, deconstructed, left and right. Postmodern, post-truth, the gears of the machines are disintegrating. Yet there is nothing to replace it. Our scientific tools are designed for mechanics, to tend to a machine that no longer exists. This machine has always been a foolish and fleeting illusion. To truly mend things, we need to see the world with different eyes again. The world we encounter. Can you see? If you can, then join us in rebuilding our toolkit to create the science for a world that is not a machine, a metamodern science. Kairos is here. The time is now. That is the task we have set ourselves to do, to move beyond the age of machines.